Alright guys, hello and welcome back to another video. Right now, as you can see, I am mainly going to be talking about the Yautja, from Alien vs. Predator and AVP Requiem. Also, just some of the lore, and also because this is going to be one of my cosplays I'm doing for the upcoming FanimeCon in San Jose. So, for me, I wanted to do this mainly because my hairstyle will be in a braided style, and I've always wanted to do Predator. If not Predator, I wanted to do a Xenomorph, which is the alien from the Alien series. Also, pretty much knowing what people will be wondering is like, okay, why that? Because of your hair? No, because it'll be really awesome. There's so much more to the Predator than like, oh, it's an alien with dreadlocks. No, so pretty much the alien, or not the alien, the Predator, or the Yautja, or the Hishkwatan, which is another name for one of the different predators, or one of the many parts of the species, is that obviously, as you know, they hunt on other worlds, outer worlds, or it's just for sport, pretty much. It's just for fun, as they see. It's like, who's the best predator? Who's the best warrior they can possibly be? This particular mask I have is from the AVP series, and I got it off of Amazon. Pretty much just adding little things to it to make it mine. Just so it's different from any other Predator mask. Most people will do the whole thing, including the face of the Predator. I'm doing mine more of a tribal, like a person who is looking up to Predator and is a follower, pretty much. Or I can make myself a humanoid alien, whatever one comes first. But that's pretty much the deal of what I'm doing. I'm also using 3 palettes in this video, and it is the Morphe 3502 Second Nature palette that I've had for a minute. I'm using that for like blood stains, and as you can see, I was wiping off some of the black I was using to just accentuate the grooves of the mask. Also, I will be adding or hot gluing in some screens, or like something from what are those things called? 3D glasses that I just popped out, and I'll be gluing them on so I have a darker cover. I'm also using, as you can see, the Alien palette by Jeffree Star and Jeffree Star's Jeffree Star X Morphe, or Morphe X Jeffree Star palette for the greens. That's if xenomorph blood had seeped onto the helmet or the mask itself. So I give it a cool difference than most, and kind of accentuate that it is from AVP, or Alien versus Predator. Now, going back to talking about the Predator species, other than hunting on outer worlds and their own worlds and everything, and then capturing as what I think is like the weakest species, but not exactly. They're trying to see who is strong, who is the strongest. I almost forgot for a second. Pretty much they're trying to see who's strongest. Other than that, there are the giant predator. There's that giant predator. I haven't seen that recent movie yet, so I gotta get more information on it. But what I figured out is that mainly it's all men that are the warriors. There aren't many females. And if they are, you don't want to piss them off, because they become way stronger than the males. Also, if you save a predator, it's like they're forever in your debt. Like in number 1, when the black lady helped the predator at the end from the alien queen, she got the spear. Best part. awesome. Just crazy. I almost forgot what I was exactly talking about. But also, then that, I forgot. I think another thing is that they're more like, it was going into the fact that the the comics talk a lot about how they their hair, or the dreads, quote unquote, they they are a big thing in their, in like the culture, as in they actually grow, and if you cut them off, they bleed. They also cannot breathe oxygen, like human oxygen. Well, duh, human oxygen. And oxygen from Earth. That's why they wear the mask. And so when you take the mask, I think they have about a good hour to survive. It was saying, from what I looked up, it was a good hour until they die from oxygen. They have a nitrogen rich planet. And the other thing was that also, I think in certain forms, it was Ripley who said it, that was nitrogen rich, and there was some other characters within the comic book series that said it. Very advanced, more advanced than the alien, even though it showed in Requiem that the alien was seemed to be more advanced than that. And as you can see, I'm also just starting to now, I'm switching to now using a glitter liner to just accentuate it, make it even more glittery. Not even really glittery, like glistening like the alien blood. I just burned through like it's fresh. I'm also getting a friend to my friend will be weathering the mask a little more, making it look more realistic, like my character was in deep combat, like heavy torrential downpours, the jungle-esque experience type thing. Yeah, pretty much. There's not a lot. I knew I was going to nerd out a little bit. I will nerd out a little bit more about the alien more so because I know more about that one. Okay, so the xenomorph. I know this is supposed to be like, oh, how did you do this review? I'm also showing that I'm not only just a makeup artist, I'm also I also try to do special effects makeup. So when I do, I will try and get some scab blood that really helped with my last cosplay when I was Scorpion, and gave the effect that I was mortally wounded, and it really brings out the costume. It really does. It's really really helps out with any of the looks. As you can see, I'm still just accentuating each and every word of the language in that helmet. Oh my gosh. Well, moving on, we're going to talk about the xenomorph. As you can see, well, if you've seen, most of the xenomorphs, or the first one, the one from number 1, was a youngling. Like it obviously just started, didn't know the hive effect, doesn't know anything, so it's just going off of kill. So what it's doing is, that's what you don't see it really grow up, because it dies in outer space from Ripley. Great movie if you guys want to watch it. 1989, I think is when it came. No, not 1989. 1979, 1980s. That's when that movie came out. So it's really good for what it was, and it really scared people. So what's going on? What happens is, pretty much, you don't see it grow up, but what you do see is that the that alien has the potential to grow into a warrior. Like the warrior ones you'll see in number 2, Aliens. So, and that's when you see the queen, the whole hive effect, how they act like hornets. And you really get an effect of that the alien is actually a lot smarter than you think it is. So you see that they have ridges in their weird bulbous shaped heads, and that's like it's getting to its point of being a queen almost, or it's deciphering which soldier it is. So weird. It's so interesting and so weird, but it's also considered a raptor, an alien raptor, if you would. So as you can see, just shaking it up again, make sure I get every little bit of the glitter. Now I'm going back and forth between alien, predator, and makeup. That's usually how my life's going at this moment. Most of the aliens you do see, number 2 of, what is that called? Alien versus Predator Requiem. That's when you see the Predalien. Now that is a whole nother thing. Predaliens, obviously, that one was sickening. It took on the characteristics of the Yautja predator, but did the quote unquote impregnation of the like the face hugger in alien form. And that was the sickest scene ever. So finishing up this mask, it takes a little longer because I didn't speed through this time. I wanted you guys to see and hear everything I was talking about. Everything, like, this is my passion. I love it to death. So with the last thing was it with the alien, obviously you never want to spit to get on you. That's venomous, that's acidic, like pure acid. So when it drips, like in the first alien, when it dripped down and just burned through the hull of the ship, yeah, that's real. The other thing was that it also, oh no, sorry. It also along with the whole series, Alien, Predator, all that Predator, there is a Predator, or the Yautja, that becomes a Sith Lord, a actual Sith Lord. So if I wanted to, I could actually use my lightsaber that I have and be a Sith Predator. If you look it up, it's on the Star Wars lore as well, but it's not going to be in the Disney canon one. It's going to be in the ones way before that. That's the one you really want to listen to. More important. As I'm finishing up that, I had not put the spikes for the mask in to give it more of a creepier effect. I will show a photo of that from afterwards. I really just took my time. I was actually watching Alien versus Predator, and that's why you see me stop, because I think, if I'm correct, I was at the hospital scene where the Predalien comes in and just savages through. Like, how do you have first of all, how are these people in the hospital? I understand there's a generator, but that was like cold, dead silence there. It was ridiculous. And just going to keep going through. I don't really have much more to talk about, probably because I go through it so fast. I had to go through it so fast just to, sorry, I talk too fast. That's what I'm trying to say. So, hopefully you guys do like this video. I did work very hard on this helmet. I still have it. The finishing product will be filmed as well, because I do have most of the cosplay out, or cosplay ready for this look. It's pretty much using the belt, the skull belt from my Scorpion cosplay, the 2 arm guards from the Scorpion cosplay. I'm going to add some spikes possibly into that, make it look like I have the knives from the Predator outfit. I'm going to be in like fishnets, pretty much more like a true badass. I'm not trying to cuss, but sorry. another, I have probably had more cosplays, obviously. Other than this one, I will be at Crunchyroll Expo, and that will be for the cosplay of Senku Ishigami, and I'll be a girl version of him. But other than that, I think that's it. I will still have many more on the way. Who knows? I'll probably be Poison Ivy, but I really want to get into more of the special effects, blood and gore for these looks. And I will also always, other than doing my constant makeup looks, I will be posting my cosplay looks of like special effects, blood and gore, all that stuff. So people really get a genuine idea of how my makeup style is, and that it's not typical. That's why my makeup look normally looks costumey compared to like, oh look, it's glam, I look pretty and I'm gorgeous. And really I'm just like, if I could put fangs on this, I will. And I probably have. But also check out my Aaliyah cosplay. Not Aaliyah, but her as the Queen of the Damned, Akasha, from one of my favorite movies, Queen of the Damned. So hopefully you guys do enjoy this. I'm just finishing up the ridges in the mask, like as blood, the alien blood has splattered through. Normally the alien skin tone can come off as a nice coppery look, or a nice black, or gray, green. So, it depends on the blood. Sometimes the blood might be looking gold up in here. So we just don't know. I'm going to find some. Make some my own alien blood, which you can do with corn syrup and food dye. Easy. Sticks on, tacky, scabby. Really nice. So we're going to try and make that too, along with collaborating with my friend and see how he does. So hopefully you guys do enjoy this, finishing up the cracks, and can't wait to debut my wonderful cosplay to you guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy my banter and consistent nerding out and geeking out over the predator and alien species as much as I possibly could. There's more I need to look up, and that's not easy to put in a about almost 20-minute video. If I could, I would, but here's what it looks like. I'm going to let that dry, and I will be putting pictures within this video. And looks like oh, nope, not done yet. Forgot to finish one thing. Almost done. Almost there. Just finishing up the little groups in between the eyelet, like above the forehead eyelet area. And then we'll be done. So it looks like I am done now. So, oh, almost there. Almost there. Yep, I got confused for a minute. And closing that. Oh yeah, I forgot I gotta set this. So I'm gonna set with my morphing setting spray. Yes, I use it for other things. Spray, spray, spray. And done. Done. Just wiping it off. And it's the finished look. And I'm going to be doing a thumbs up on my dirty little nail. Boop. And once again, yeah, thumbs up. Bye, guys.